Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Potionomics. So events for the day, we've got increased value of ice tonics that we purchased, increased relationship gain with salt and pepper, which is nice. Good aroma trait has less impact, not a big deal, and then several ingredients will cost less. So let's get into it. First, our gardening. Let's make more of these still. Anything else? Up to 17 of those. I don't know that I necessarily need to make more. We're down to 14 of these. Maybe I'll make more of them. Because I do like those as a good purple source. Okay. And then more duplication of these. Arguably, since I have over 90 of them, duplicating them is not that important, but I don't really have anything else to do with these slimes. So I might as well keep going. Minor ice tonic. Excellent. Masterwork curse. Masterwork radiation. And here's the awesome ice tonics for us to sell. Excellent. Okay. Do I want to take the cauldrons with me so that I can try upgrading them? I think the answer is no. Because theoretically these might be possible to be upgraded if we happen to have gotten an arcane quartz. Or in this case, 3 arcane quartz. But I don't know that that'll be the case, so probably should just bring them with me, or should just use them here, and if we get the arcane quartz we can bring them tomorrow. Do I make more ice potions just for the money? I suppose. I'm still left at this point where there's not really anything better for me to be working on. Probably should have made more of these. 11 time units is 443. We'll call that good. That's lots of ice tonics. What else do I want to make? Do I have any tolerance potions kicking around? I've got some. That's the problem, is I have some of everything. How are we on health? Probably I have plenty. Yeah, I kind of have plenty. I'll make them anyway. Red and green. So now we need a lot more green. There we go. Pretty good. still have 60 more Magimins with 3 more ingredients. Do I have a green that is size 6? I'm pretty sure I do. That can make us perfectly balanced. Then 2 more ingredients. 55. So 2 ingredients that are about 27 of red and green. 22 red, 24 red and green. I'll call that good enough. Perfectly balanced. Excellent. That'll be another set of healing potions. We need to lose 10. So 433. Then for you, our weaker cauldrons. Is there anything I need to be doing here? I mean, I could. Do I care? Not really. No, I really don't care. But I've got 3 cauldrons, so I could just do it anyway. Silence and dousing. Masterwork. We're gonna do masterwork anyway, so we just need the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 5th trait. So green, yellow, purple. There. Not sure why that was so challenging for me. First, but not... Okay. Any that give multiple. So a bunch that do not the last one. You. That'll be 1st and 2nd. So now we just need 3rd and 5th. You give 3rd and 4th. Oh, we need nothing that is negative on the 2nd. That gives us tons of purple, which isn't exactly what I need. I now need a whole bunch of green and yellow. Any of these non-purple that I could do instead? Yeah. I mean, it is less Magimins, but that's probably a smarter direction to go with. Okay. Then still we need lots of green and yellow. Not as much purple. Now more green and purple. Ooh, these would be better choices for the green and purple that I've been needing. There. Now I just need more green. You're green with a little purple. Don't have any, like, great green only, or green primary. Probably all the ones that are primarily green have some negative traits, and that's why they're not here. But yeah, we're getting up there in ingredients used, but not getting up there in Magimins. Alright, well this is going to end up being a very stable masterwork, which is what we're wanting. That will have all of the traits we need. So that's our silence cure done. It's just barely into masterwork tier though. Let's see, it'll be 4, 4, 3. Then you need to do the dowsing enhancer. Same thing, focused on positive traits. Oh, but colors. We need red, blue, and purple. There we go. Don't need 4. We need 1 and 3. We'll start with you. And then we need 2 and 5. There you go. There's 2 and 5. Now we need large sources of red and blue. And, oh, and purple. Lots of purple. Almost didn't notice that one. Any big red onlys? Not really. Alright, we're starting to get fairly out of balance. I need a lot more just red. Oh, we are actually up there in Magimans. There. 10 more points with 2 ingredients. That's not going to work. 40 points with 2 ingredients. We're looking for 20s-ish. There. And then 20 more points with a red-blue split. Probably. Or slightly more red. Something like that. It's very stable. High Magiman, good masterwork. We need to drop 17, which is a 665. Yeah. And then you, do I want to work on this? I could. I guess we'll do the insight enhancer, because that's something that's still useful, even if I don't do the Fool. If I forget to do the other ingredient. Red, green, purple. And in this case, we're looking for the last 4, so we don't care about the first. So number 2, 2 and 5, 2 and 5. Okay, we'll start there. So then we need 3 and 4. Red, green, and purple. Right now we need a lot more green. $86 for 2 ingredients, so in the 40-ish range. $32 more. There you go. Very stable. Excellent. Need to drop 12, that's easy. 4, 4, 4. That's all of our brews going. Actually, we'll go here. I was gonna say let's improve the ice tonics we just made, but those are planning to be sold right away, today. Oh, and we can reset those, because that was limiting what potions I could see. We'll age up those. And then here... we'll age up our curse cures. Excellent. So that's that all out of the way. I think it's time to travel. We've leveled up our adventurers and Baptiste and you 3. So now we have just Luna, Roxanne, and Salt and Pepper. I think. The quest was a success. Here are the spoils. Thank you. Ectoplasm, Platinum Slime, and Orchid of the Witch Queen. And investment-wise, none of those are the ones we need. But I'll get one of each. Hello? Can we go to cement? Thank you. Pretty sure I'd already clicked on that. I made it all the way to the end, and I couldn't have done it without you. So we got, ooh, another pure mana option. So there were 2 different pure manas here? Oh, there's a bunch of different pure manas here. Weird. Okay. That's our fuel. And you found quite a bit of it. Blight Roach. Ha! Cyclops Skull. Black Gold Ore. So none of that is the item we need, the Arcane Quartz. These are 275. These are only 210s. So yeah, this is still the better ingredient, I think. Alright, let's plan on sending you back out to the Magical Wasteland. So we're going to need to give you another tolerance potion. And then more health. Might need more than $1,000, but we'll see. Alright, we know we need petrification. And Masterwork Curse. And radiation. Oh, you're gonna need more health. So yeah, $1,000 is not enough, which I guess is understandable. guess I will give you Masterwork, which is way overkill. Oh, right, and mana. I knew that. You need 5 more mana. So, Greater is not sufficient. Grand is not sufficient. Masterwork, do I have Superior? I don't. Masterwork it is. We'll probably need to brew up some more Masterwork mana when we get back. Excellent. With that in mind, I'm thinking we give you more carrying capacity, insight, and Masterwork Vision. And I think that's good. Alright, hammer time. Alright, Sid, how did you do? I grabbed some good stuff before I got stomped. Black gold ore, an eel, and even more of the Empyrean buds. I approve of those. And adventure. Let's see what you can do there. So you're also going to need tons more health. Not a huge surprise. I probably should give you more potions as well. You need more mana as well, but not a ton. 3, 6, 9. You need 2 more mana, so that'll just be a greater. And then you will also need the radiation, Masterwork radiation, and Masterwork petrification, and Curse Cure. There. Does that get you all the way through? Yes, that gets you all the way through. So now we give you more carrying capacity. Insight. And sight. Rare Magimins? I don't really care about rare Magimins. What else do we have? Retrieve ingredients with good traits. Again, not really that important to me. What about dowsing? What does that do? Increases multi-magiment ingredients. Yeah, I don't care about that either. Okay. No, I'm pretty happy with that. I could give her... I could arguably give another insight. 150% chance to find more loot. Or more rare loot. But it's probably fine. Let's make one more check to make sure you get through it, even though I don't think I changed anything. And you're good to head out. Never fear, I'm on it. Excellent. And Corsac. Same thing with you. Not my proudest moment, but I have some good loot. Sorcerite, and even more fuel. You guys were good about finding lots of fuel. So if we send you into the wasteland as well, you're going to need the same general things. Health, mana. You need to get up to 9, so I gotta give you a 5, which we don't have, so you get a Masterwork. You need Petrification. Do I have Masterwork Radiation that I haven't aged up. Yes. And Curse Cure. That's grand. That's not sufficient. Looks like it has to be you. That gets you through. Use that potion I don't care about because it's a common. And that'll allow you to have some stamina potions. Oh, am I out of our larger... No, I'm not. Okay. Stamina. Plus I could use this stamina potion just to get it out of my inventory. Masterwork Insight. Masterwork Sight. Okay. I think that's all good. So we're gonna need to make more mana potions, more stamina, insight, and sight, probably. Nice day for it. Okay. Let's go to Salt and Pepper. We are planning to rank up with you guys, I believe. It's been too quiet without you around. And rank up. We'll do the treasure afterwards. We won't run you off.
Sylvia, pull up a fishing rod. We gotta replenish the provisions.
At the pirate's direction, Sylvia baits her hook with a writhing mirthworm. Its toothy grin is unnerving. Yeah? They cast their lines and soon Salt is singing.
Oh, I wish for a fish. And I wish for a dish for the fish.
The minutes crawl by, nothing bites.
I wonder if we might have more luck if we were quiet. Or used more appetizing bait.
Oh, we're just the decoys. We're supposed to be super conspicuous.
Okay.
That way the fish swim away from us and right into the blast fishing zone off the side of the boat.
As the saying goes, you catch more fish with cannons.
Sure. There's an explosion nearby, followed by a great splash of water. The pirates assembled on the deck howl in triumph.
Huzzah!
Amidst the jubilation, Pepper prompts Salt with a meaningful look.
Oh, right. Sylvia, there's something we gotta discuss. You know, all that, hey, you're a blood brother, welcome to the family stuff.
Yes.
Might have gotten ahead of ourselves.
Okay.
Wow, so much for family is forever, I guess.
You're still a blood brother, Sylvia.
Yeah, we aren't dropping you off at the orphanage or anything.
Okay.
In fact, hold up. I started us off on the wrong path. We need to have us a perlay. In other words, let's clear our heads and start over.
Okay. Mental Perlay. Discard 3 random cards. Probably not going to throw that in my deck.
Consider it done. Now, what did you want to talk about?
It ain't really no big deal. Just had some of the crew point out you can't be a real pirate if you never made an offering to the big guy.
To the big guy?
The big guy?
You know, the pious Piscine? The saltwater savior? He of the many scales and no fingers?
Nope.
The Great Katuna.
Oh, hail the Great Katuna!
The Great Katuna is a pirate deity, I take it?
The one and only. From his trench far below, he watches all that transpires upon the ocean's surface.
Okay.
When he is pleased, our ships can come and go without any hassle. When he is displeased, look out.
Storms, tidal waves, primordial horrors newly wakened and crazed with hunger.
At once, I got a splinter.
That probably wasn't the doing of a deity, but you never know.
The best way to stay on Katuna's good side is by making an offering. big guy likes his cut of the booty, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Okay, so you throw stuff overboard? Like seashells? Wine and mutton?
More like cold hard cash, Sylvia. Or the equivalent in precious goods.
So you guys just toss some of your goods overboard into the ocean to please your god.
In your case, a couple fancy potions would do the trick.
Okay. Whatever it takes, it's negotiable. It's horrifying. Sure, whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. If I need to make an offering, then so be it.
Well, that's what we like to hear. In fact, since you've got so much money to spare, maybe kick a little my way too.
Who says I've got money to spare? I mean, I do, but who says so?
That's bordering on sacrilege, Salt.
Katuna doesn't mind a little entrepreneurial spirit. Anyway, we'll give you some time to get your offering together.
Okay.
Trust me, it'll be worth it. Get in the deep water deity's good graces.
So unlike the others that are going through a hard time, and in order to help them deal with their troubles, we need potions to kickstart whatever, to get them out of their funk. For them, we need to give them potions just to throw overboard, because everything's already going great.
And it'll be smooth sailing from here on out.
If I want to run with salt and pepper, I've got to make a sacrifice to Katuna.
Yep.
It'll hurt my bottom line, but I've come this far.
It's not gonna hurt my bottom line too much. Tolerance and radiation of superior quality, no problem at all. Alright, let's buy one of your 5,000 gold chests. More of those mana that aren't amazing. New walls and floors. Nothing super exciting. I do enjoy watching you come down the ladder. Let's rank up with you. Ready when you are.
All set for our study session? I've got the flashcards.
And I've got the snacks. Although I'm afraid you'll have to sign a waiver first. Some of these snack peppers are hot enough to scald your tongue.
I do like spicy food.
I can handle you, can't I? I'm obviously not afraid of getting burned.
Sylvia, you're speaking my language at last.
Unfortunately, we've got to get you ready for that exam. And studying tends to kill the mood.
Yeah.
Does it? Because that sounds like a challenge to me.
Sylvia begins quizzing Roxanne with a set of flashcards. Roxanne seems to think that every time she gets an answer wrong, she should remove an article of clothing.
Not that I'm complaining, but I'm not sure this is how studying works.
Sure it is. Why do you think they're called flashcards?
Not for that reason.
Besides, I don't really need to study. This was just a ploy to get you alone.
Well, if you were getting significant of them wrong, either you were intentionally getting them wrong, or you do need to study.
I already know I'm going to ace this exam. There's no doubt about that.
Are you cheating in some way?
Well, that's a bit ominous.
I've had enough, Sylvia. For too long have I languished on the surface world, shackled by the rules of polite society. Your tender affections have made this place bearable, but still, I suffered. Oh, have I suffered. Now, at last, I have the upper hand.
Okay.
I forgot how much you enjoyed playing the villain.
It's positively thrilling. But I'm not just role-playing here. I've got gossip. Hot, juicy, damaging gossip. The sort of person might pay to make go away.
Okay.
Wait. You're talking about...
Blackmail?
Blackmail.
Yep.
Is this about my snoring? Because I'm not that embarrassed.
Dear thing, no. I wouldn't dream of fleecing you.
Clearly, we're talking about someone involved in the licensing like the business license setup that she can blackmail into getting her license and not having to deal with the exam.
I mean, what would I even get out of you? Loose change and pocket lint?
We've managed to hide that we are filthy rich.
Ha.
Listen, I didn't go looking for trouble. Not this time. But I was naturally curious about the identity of the man who will be proctoring my exam. I thought I'd wear his favorite perfume, perhaps, or the colors of his favorite sports team.
Okay.
Just a little something to nudge his perception of me in a positive direction.
Which is totally fair. I've got nothing against that.
I'm not sure that would help with a totally objective multiple choice test, but okay.
Imagine my surprise, however, when I realized I recognized the man. I'd seen him once before.
Is it the bald guy that you were talking about earlier? Who desperately wanted your fake hair curing potion?
Among the revelers at a pirate jamboree.
Oh, okay.
He must have made quite an impression.
You could say that. He was thrown overboard midway through the party, in fact, after he was caught pawing through a litter box.
Why?
Some people claimed he'd simply dropped his keys. Others believed he was deep in his cups and looking for buried doubloons. The outcome was the same. His actions were declared an irredeemable party foul, and he was forced to walk the plank before he could stink up the place.
Sure.
I photoglyphed the whole thing, and I can't imagine he'd want those images to be posted anywhere. All this to say, I have a trump card, and now I only have to decide whether to use it.
You should pass your exam the correct way. You're better than this. She probably will prefer the use every advantage, but no, you're better than this.
You're better than this, Roxanne. Blackmail is cheating, and you're brilliant. So why resort to cheating?
Well, the flattery is welcome. As for the moralizing,
I got the double star, so that was a good answer.
curse it. If I'm honest, I was hoping you'd hate this plan. Lately, I've grown increasingly uncomfortable with shortcuts. That's due in no small part to your influence.
You're welcome.
More than once, when faced with a moral conundrum, I've found myself asking, what would Sylvia think?
That's sweet.
It sounds like you're developing a conscience. You know the right thing to do. It's just easier for you to do it when you can blame it on me.
A conscience and a psychoanalyst all in one, eh?
Yep.
You're a perfectly rotten influence, Sylvia.
And by that you mean I'm a good influence.
Call it what you like. It's aggravating. You have such an innocent demeanor, but you certainly know how to deploy your charm to get what you want.
Yes.
Turn that magnetic sway onto your customers. I think you'll like the results.
Magnetism. Raise interest by 15 and apply charm for 2 turns. 2 turns on charmed is pretty useful. The other charmed we had, I think, was only for the current turn, which is not as useful often. But a raise by 15 costs 3 though, which is a bit steep, but probably good enough to go into a deck.
Thanks. Now, should we get back to studying?
Perhaps later. I have some machinations to ponder. And it's much easier to be wicked when you're not around.
Roxanne is struggling to walk the straight and narrow.
What potion do I have that's gonna fix that?
I should find a way to show support for her new lease on life.
Curse Cure and Radiation Tonic. Okay. Oh, the places you'll go. Roxanne has a bright future ahead of her if she can resist her wicked impulses. A Curse Cure and Radiation Tonic will allow her to travel far and wide. Alright. So we need... Good aroma doesn't matter as much today. But there's no negative at the moment. So aroma doesn't matter. So sound and sensation. I mean, aroma still matters some, just not as much, so I could just pay for the full thing to get all 3. Sure. It's not like it costs that much, and it helps selling all the potions I sell. Hi, girlfriend. Oh, I love saying that. Let's see. No, let's rank up first. And then we can look into the
Thanks for joining me.
options.
I've got to pick out some new office furniture.
Okay.
And as harmless as that sounds, it can be a fraught experience.
Why? Are you a big spender?
Not exactly. Just come with me to the lamp vendor, okay?
Okay.
And pull me out if I do anything weird.
We're gonna need to define what weird means in this case. You do a lot of odd things. As soon as they step inside the lamp seller's stall, Luna tenses up. Her pupils grow huge, her wings flutter, and she walks towards the nearest lamp. Then she walks right into the lamp, bumping against it repeatedly.
Luna? Luna, snap out of it!
Because moths are drawn to the light.
Oh no. I did it again, didn't I?
Maybe we should skip the lamps for now. What's next on your list?
Rugs. But we'd better steer clear of the wool ones.
Ha!
I've been known to snack.
Okay.
Well, that wasn't quite the relaxing outing I had in mind. I'm more out of sorts than I was at the start. Eyeballs don't randomly fall out of sockets, right? They're in there pretty good.
Yes, very much so.
My teeth are chattering so hard that my face feels loose.
Nerves? Stress?
Yes, and yes. Also lack of sleep. Caffeine is nature's panacea, but it has its limits, and I may have found them, Sylvia. I know I probably spend too much time complaining to you about my big client, but sometimes an up-and-coming marketing moth with big dreams just needs to vent to her girlfriend.
Vent away. That's what I'm here for.
You're too good to me, Sylvia. As you've probably noticed, I've been burning the candle at both ends. I've started feeling like I'm in danger of burning out completely.
Yeah.
So, I let Her Highness know that the amount of work she was asking for wasn't sustainable. I was afraid she'd be disappointed. I thought maybe I'd even lose her business. But instead, she came back with an offer.
Oh.
An offer?
She wants to buy the whole business, Sylvia. She wants my little boutique to become her full-time publicity team.
Oh. Then does that mean you won't be doing marketing for me?
That's right, a team. She wants me to expand. And her offer came with a very generous number attached.
Luna? Congratulations! That's every entrepreneur's dream, right?
But if you're if you're full-time for her, does that mean you can't take on other clients?
Maybe. To be honest, I'm not really sure what I want. How do I even begin to make such a big decision?
What does your 5-year plan say? Or what do your parents say? What does your 5-year plan say?
What does your 5-year plan say? Does taking the offer get you closer to your goals?
Sylvia, that's brilliant! I might not have planned for this specifically, but there is a plan. I need to consider new opportunities in that context.
Correct.
And it's a lot to consider. Am I ready to cede control on this scale? Am I ready to cut my other clients loose to focus on a single ongoing project? I don't know the answers. Honestly, my head throbs when I even try to think about it. Did I mention my eyes feel like they're bulging out?
You need some sleep, I think. A big decision like this, you need to come at it with a clear head.
Sleep. Now that you've said it, that's all I can think about. You're a master of subliminal suggestion, Sylvia. I hope you're using those skills in your daily negotiations.
Wasn't really subliminal, but sure. Subliminal suggestion. Apply subliminal suggestion for 3 turns. Raises interest by 10 at the start of the customer's turn. Value increases by 5 every turn. Wow. So first turn, customer's gonna gain 10 interest. Then the next turn 15, the next turn 20. For anything that actually runs for a long time, that's powerful. Like, that goes multiple turns.
Listen to the sound of my voice and give me all your money.
I'm not totally under your control. Although I'd pay you an absurd amount of money for a supercharged cup of coffee right now.
You need sleep, not coffee.
Poor Luna. More coffee is the last thing she needs.
Yep.
Maybe I can brew up something even better.
Mana potion and stamina potion. Luna needs the benefits of a good night's sleep or the next best thing. A combination of mana and stamina potions will rejuvenate her mind and body. Can do. Hi, girlfriend. Alright, marketing. What do you got for me for tomorrow? So for our tier 5s, we've got insight or sensation. Yeah, I don't care about taste trait or sensation trait. Definitely insight enhancers. Write that down before I forget. Excellent. And moving on to saffron. I don't think I need large amounts of fuel. Where are we at on these? Yeah, I've got a generous amount of all of those. So we'll just call that all good. And nothing with carpentry still. I don't think we're gonna get any new carpentry, which is weird. I thought we'd have new things that required the ingredients of this area as well, but I guess not. Yeah, I don't need any new crafts or upgrades. Although I could... I was gonna say I could get more of these because we have the fuel, but we still don't have the Lich's Femur. I could get some of these. Age up to 25%. Why not? It's just money. We'll grab 2 of those. Moving on to Quinn. First of all, a gift for you. And then we've got a lot of ingredients to give you. Time to do the shopping. I'll meet up with you guys once we have bought her all of her gear. And there we are. That is Quinn fully bought out, ready to go back to our shop. Right, I should consider putting stuff into Vendi in the mornings, because Vendi does sell stuff throughout the day as well. That's something to consider. Also, I should have brought the shelf with me, so that I might have been able to upgrade it. Anyway, gardening. Now, what was the item I used too much of this morning? It was these that I started to run low on. So let's make more of those, just to be safe. You're a 4 Magiman, so I don't care. You're a 3 Magiman, so I should make more of you. You're also 3 Magiman. Okay. And you are 3 Magiman as well. So all of you are good to increase. And yes, I'm not getting more of these pure manas, but I don't think that particularly matters. All things considered. Like, I can't do this every day, or at least I shouldn't do it every day. But that'll get me a lot of ingredients. And then for our brews, okay, silence, dousing, and insight. Sadly, not a 5-star. 5-star with all 5 traits would feel super good. Okay, so let's look at some of these. We can turn in 4-star or 1-star. For you, you get the lower, weaker ones. Thanks for the money. And then you need tolerance and radiation. You can have the 5-star masterwork. I'm a nice guy. So that's salt and pepper. Then for Roxanne, you need a curse cure and a radiation cure. And lastly for Luna, you need stamina and mana. Okay, so things that we know we need. I need more mana, insight, and stamina. And possibly some more sight enhancers. But probably a lot of those I could do at our weaker cauldron. So let's start with mana, which is going to be green and yellow. And then a lot more green, which is going to be you. Ah, too much. There. 180 with 5 more ingredients. Need to start going to much smaller ingredients. One more ingredient for 20 that's hopefully pretty close to a 50-50 split. Or at least slightly more yellow than green. Actually, I need 16 more yellow. Alright. That's probably doable. There. Perfectly balanced. 11 is a 443. So there's our mana. Then insight and stamina. We'll go stamina first. Red and purple. Do we have any good red sources? Yeah, okay. Excellent. 3 more ingredients for 100 more Magimans. So if we go with 40 red or 30 red, 30 purple, and then a red-purple split. Do I have anything like that? Even at higher Magimans? No. No, I don't. Well, darn, we're not going to get a perfect balance, which is fine. We got 48 Magimans. Still very stable. Good enough. Alright, 4, 4, and 4. So that's our stamina. Then insight is red, green, and purple. There you go. 210. That is a crazy Magiment item. I definitely shouldn't actually go that high. Come on, clear those out. I mean, it is nice that it's got a even-ish split of Magiments. We'll use a bunch of these instead. They're still going to go up too high too fast, but at least it feels closer to what I need. Probably still went too much too quickly. Alright, we'll call that good, and then start using some of our tinier options. And then red and green. Okay. Hmm. 20 more Magiments for a red-green split. Do I have anything roughly? 24 would do it. That was you. Oh, right. But then I just dropped an ingredient. Mm-hmm. 8 more. I've got too much purple. That's the real problem that I'm dealing with. There. Because that was these, which was 64. Now I do need more purple. There. Still too big. I keep going too high too quickly. Let's go there for our purple. And then 2 more ingredients for probably a bit more purple and then a bit more red. 12 more red. There. Very stable. Maxed out our Magiments. Need to lose 12. That's gonna again be you guys. Okay, then we need a sight enhancer. So we're running low on those. Red, green, yellow. It's too much red. And that'll get us a bit more yellow. Now I need primarily green. There's a good split, actually. But I don't have any good greens at that level. I really do have to go all the way down to here just to get green by itself. Okay. We've got, what, 120-ish left to go? $24 with 3 more ingredients. Okay. Because we can do 8s of each. And call that good. It's very stable. Masterwork, 3-star already. Probably gonna call that good enough. So we'll drop that down to 4. How are we on tolerance potions? Do I still have a decent amount kicking around? Yeah, plenty. Just trying to think of what else I was using. We've got some petrification, not a ton. I probably should brew more of that. Petrification and curse. We've got enough for another day, but that's it. I should brew some insights, but we did brew some insight, and we've got a handful kicking around. So I probably don't actually need to brew more. Let's do petrification and curse. Just to round out what our adventurers will need. Red, yellow, purple. Now we need a lot more yellow and purple. There we go. And then more yellow primarily. $30 more ingredients for 5 more ingredients for 30 more magimins might not be good. I mean, we've got 6s. That's 5 ingredients for 30. So I could just use these. There we go. Very stable, nearly maxed out. Good enough. Just tossing a bunch of tiny stuff at the end just to meet the ingredients. And knock off 12 again. There's our petrification. Now we want curse. Or is it radiation that I need? I think I looked. Don't remember what I... No, we've got radiation. Some. We've got radiation of various levels, but not a ton of masterwork. Okay. Versus curse cure. Yeah, we don't have a ton of those either. But curse cure can stop our adventurers. Radiation can be overcome with having the worst radiation plus more health. So curse cure is probably the way to go. Yeah. So green, yellow, purple. There. And then a good source of purple and green. There. And now, probably still a little bit more purple. And then fill up the rest with tiny yellows. So we've got just under 50. So if I've got 2 things in like the 24-ish range for yellows, that probably wouldn't be bad. Ah, 24 is slightly too high. 22 for yellow, there you go. Very stable, excellent. Now we need to drop 14. Which is a 554. Sweet. I did buy the other pots. So if we do customization, since I've nearly forgotten about these. Barrels, cauldrons, whatever they are. Barrels, that's what they are. I can use those now. Again, I still wish we could sort this. If I start them up now, they'll be ready by tomorrow when we go to sell. And I could go with dousing because we aren't actually going to use those, so those are just for sale. Awesome. I think we are ready. Let's check out our deck. We got some new cards. Don't care about the mental parlay. Magnetism's alright. I didn't really care for the emotional whatever. Magnetism's a definite maybe. And subliminal suggestion seems okay. But I think I'd rather have the magnetism. Things that just directly raise interest feel better because they're easier to work with. Now, arranging potions. Today's sale is on ice tonics, I think? Yes. Which is why we have an infinite number of ice tonics kicking around. This 30 stack. So good. We'll go with the... Nope. The magical wasteland shelf, please. I should probably throw some stuff down here to draw in customers. I got a lot of masterwork stuff. Why do I have... I have so many masterworks. It's fine. Let's just toss that 30 stack there. Nothing else is on sale. So let's just sell off some of our garbage potions that we've got kicking around. Okay. And open shop. That's a nice cauldron. I bet business is good. Business is very good. I need to know more about this potion before I can make a decision. It's a Masterwork Ice Tonic. Well, let's do magnetism. Plus pander. And then have a deep connection. Huh, you can't lure me into debt. I'm not trying to put you into debt. I am trying to get you to spend a fortune on this, though. Could apply Charmed again. Let's go Confident. You are planning... No, I think that's the Reinforced. I hope. Yeah. So we're gonna have Reinforced anyway, to help deal with that nonsense. Then more magnetism. Not quite enough. And now Compromise is giving me a single point, which would be a shame. Or I end the turn. No, it's fine. We'll Compromise for the 1 point, and then just close deal. Which means I'm not even using the Reinforced. Oh well. I'll take the 7,300. Just as I'd intended. This place is shaping up nicely. I have a request if it isn't too much trouble. We can always do more for people, you know? Speed intolerance. 7,000. Making time for what matters. There just isn't enough time in the day to do volunteer work, or is there? Very kind of you. I can feel the magic coming off of this one. You are just doing impatience, so I don't really need reinforce this turn, but I do want the deep connection. So there you go. I don't mean to rush you, but Grandma's on her deathbed. Alright, let's go with... Alright, you're going to complain and devalue. I could shield, but we're already reinforced. So let's go confident into pander. Compromise into a deep connection that we're not doing. You're the best. Thanks, come again. Did you hear? My heart cried out for you. My latest endeavor may surprise you. You need 2 master petrification cures. I can pull that off. Drama King. Muktuk wants to broaden his artistic horizons, and it plays just the thing. I can probably pull that off for you. I look forward to seeing the result of your labor. This potion, you must tell me about it. Do not make me beg. Well... let's... I don't know if Strike is going to actually... Strike won't get through because of the shield. I could double compromise and then strike. How could it be anything but sublime? Alright, so now we need just 18, which Pander will do. So let's start with artistry, and then go into pander. That way we get the price increased by 5% for free. 6,900. Thank you very much. When I use it, I shall think of you. No one believes me, but I swear I saw a dragon yesterday. I want to spend some money if that's alright with you. I want to make the most of it. All this town has to offer. So you want stamina and sight. Ooh, in sight, you're not actually caring about the traits. That's unusual. The cliff overlooking town has been getting attention for its unbeatable sunset views, but climbing so high is a challenge. Awesome. I love it. Let's talk money. Alright, let's get some confident going. Then magnetism and artistry. You're gonna give me a tiny bit of stress. Increase our stress by 2 at the start of our turns. Okay, that's not ideal, plus the cards. Let's start with a compromise, which I think just ends it. Okay. Nearly 8,000. I can't wait to try it.
That's all of them, for now.
I'll never get credit for reaching that castle first, will I? Probably not. Because you're supposed to be dead. And that is it for this episode. So I will see you guys next time when we carry on to the next day. Thanks for watching. Bye.